Okay, so this is a tutorial on how to create a search engine in PHP. The way we're going to be dealing with this is we are going to be using a MySQL database, and we're going to be dealing with keywords that are stored inside the database. We're going to use some array functions to split these keywords using the explode function as well. And we're just basically going to be searching through specified keywords. So the first thing we need to do is, you can see here I've got my search engine page up here. I've already created an index.php, which is the one you can see here, and I've got a search.php which will process our searches. So the first thing I'm going to do is just get on with the design. If you want to follow the design, the first thing that we're going to have is a form, and obviously the action is going to be search.php, which is just here. The method we're using is get, so we can see what's being passed in the URL in your browser, and we'll end that form there. And then we're going to just change the font and the size quickly. Make that to 5 actually. So we're going to have a sans serif, and we'll end the font there. And I'm just going to center everything. Okay, so we're going to have my search engine, and we're going to break that, and then we're going to have an input type of text, and the size, we'll make it a good size, we'll say 45 or 50, and then the name here is going to be search. Okay, so we've got our text box. Now we can create a submit button. The name is just going to be submit. The value is going to be search. Now the way this is going to be working is we're going to display it. We're going to display results from a database. These could be URLs, so you could be creating a search engine dealing with URLs. Or local content. It's really whatever you decide to put into the database. So the way I'm creating this is very flexible. You can change it to search for whatever you want, but if you don't understand, just watch the tutorial and you'll get the hang of things. So if I save that out and come and refresh, you can see that we've got my search engine here, we've got our box here, we can type whatever we want in, and we've got our search, which when clicked goes to our search.php. And then we've got our search equals something and submit equals search, which isn't important right now. That's just showing that the button has been clicked. So search equals something. That's obviously specified here. So if I was searching for, say, Google, and I click search, our search should equal Google, like you can see here. Okay, so that's basically it. Inside here, we're going to deal with the data. Basically by getting the data from the get variable that we've just passed, and the first thing we're going to do is do search equals $_get and search. And the reason we're doing this is just the value for the button. We're just doing this to make sure that the user has in fact clicked the button and not gone straight onto search.php. If the user hasn't clicked the button, we can display either an error message or some kind of default page or something. But the most important is obviously the term that's been searched for. Maybe I could call this button instead. Button, and I can call this search, and search will be $_get. Oh no, sorry, this is submit, and this will be search. So as long as this is being clicked, we can deal with this query, this variable here. So for example, we can set up an if statement, and we can say if button, which basically means if the button's been pressed. You could say if no button using an exclamation mark, echo you didn't submit a keyword, or you didn't. Yeah, we can just say that for now. And then else, we're going to echo out our search term. Okay, so that's what the user is searched for. So if we save that out and give it a go, let's go back. So if we go straight onto search.php. Okay, click enter, press enter. You didn't submit a keyword. This basically means that we haven't pressed the button here. If I have no search term and click search, nothing happens because we haven't dealt with whether or not they've entered any text. So what we could do here is else. We could say if string length of search is smaller than 1, or you could do smaller than equal to a value that you'd like. So we could say the minimum that the user can search for is 3 letters, for example, or say 2 letters. So if it's smaller than or equal to 2, we're going to say echo search term too short. Let's spell this correctly. And otherwise we're going to say echo you searched for search, and then we're going to have a horizontal line. I'm going to make the size of it 1, so it's quite short. Okay, so that's basically it. If we now search for Google, you searched for Google, and we've got a horizontal line, we can display our results here. Maybe what I'll do is make this bold. Okay, and what's basically going to happen is eventually we're going to be displaying how many results are found, but obviously that comes with inside our database. And then if we say enter A, click search, search term too short, and again if we enter nothing, search term too short. So that's basically our setup. We've got our form here, our main page, and then whatever we're searching for, we have our page that is going to eventually display our results. So the next part of the tutorial, we're going to set up our database, and I'm going to show you the fundamentals of the fundamental fields we're going to need for this search engine. So check out the next part and we'll get into that. Thank you.